What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. You guys loved the Genesys deck profile that I've once did a social experiment on, and I decided to do some twists and turns with the experimentation of the same entire concoction of a deck list, but this time I decided to do some twists and turns on the ratios. And again, keep this in mind, this is extensive testing to the Genesys deck list of Vernusylph, Naturia, Traptrix, or as I call it, the Earth Tri-Fecta. And again, this whole entire concoction was indeed my very first ever Genesys deck list, as you guys noticed from the last profile. At the time this video is recorded, the extra cutouts for extensive testing were the 1 extra Misting Ceilings, the 1 extra Flourishing Hills, and then the 1 extra Changing Seasons. Even though 2 is usually be that number for Changing Seasons, because 1 is for Reborn or Recur of Vernusylph, and then another copy and or possibly the same copy is for Soul Charge, literally every single Vernusylph as much as you can though. So Changing Seasons, Flourishing Hills, and Misting Ceilings, the 1 extra copies of those cards are cut, and for the sake of extensive testing, I was able to fit in the 3rd Holotea, a 2nd copy of Traptrix Rafflesia, and the honorary Earth monster of Golkipole. Golkipole was one of the Earth monsters that I overlooked so much because it has unique applications about the card itself. A, it's Earth because Vernusylphs with some serious assistance. B, Earth in set to be specific, and it makes it so that if you have Sacred Tree up, you get to switch from an Earth plant, transition into an Earth in set, being Golkipole to be specific, because somewhere in that line of text of Sacred Tree says you contribute 1 Earth plant, special 1 level 4 or lower, Earth in set from your deck. And last but not least, what's even more amazing in any unique interaction is that if you have Awakening Forest as well as Golkipole, for whatever the reason about Golkipole, hard open in any capacity, this card, along with any other Vernusylph Searcher of Flourishing, Misting Ceilings, or even Awakening Forest, it's basically make a choice on you better use a hand trap at the right time. Otherwise, if there was a perfect hand where it's super consistent enough involving Golkipole, it's basically you better shotgun the hand traps at the correct time. Otherwise, we're going to pretty much set in stone from the get-go. So again, the extra copies of Duck, Flower Girl, and Changing Seasons got cut off as an equivalent exchange for the 3rd copy of Holotea, a 2nd copy of Rafflesia, and Golkipole. Everything else is remained the same. The points price, yes, the points price. The main deck is free as always, and in the extra deck, Beast 50 points, Barkion 10 points, Rafflesia 10 points, 70 points. Everything else remains the same. So 70 points that we spent, and we got 30 points saved up. There are heated arguments about the space issues between Thrust, Purge, and the Chalices. At the same time, is where, like, in any concoction list, is where if I was able to fit in space, then we pretty much fit in space. And then another one of the Genesys deck lists that I did a twist and turn on a change up was that I opted to cut the 3rd Holotea just to bring back Blizzard, because you know me and Blizzard way too well for that matter. But otherwise, again, This was all a ploy for a social experiment of the Genesys deck profile, so let us showcase even more Genesys deck feature matches. For the first matchup, with this hand going first, it's solid. Myrmilio, real normal. Imperm. The Myrmilio. Fuelos. Not so much. Set 3 and pass. Samsar D Lotus as the real normal. Sacred Tree Tribute Myrmilio for Camellia. Toss out Horn Needle. D Lotus, Spirit of Yubel, Spirit, Camellia, Rainback Horn Needle, straight up set Nightmare Pain, Blessing for Cricket, flip up Pain, Flower Buds, Cricket Tribute for Vayne, specifically return the Horn Needle, and it makes it so that you definitely do not want to use Horn Needle versus Yubel because technically they all float by any means necessary. And then Yubel scooped. And with this hand going first for the next matchup, Corolla, Vernusylph, discard itself. Okay, not so much out of Lancia. Reborn Bear because we drew into Mantis. Mantis real normal, get Vesiculo just so we can send the set tree to special her. Vesiculo for Camellia. Blessing. To special Camellia, toss out tree, getting another blessing. Exige Shogun into Pinguicula. Traptrix Pinguicula getting Arachnocampa. Arachnocampa. Exige Shogun into Rafflesia. And one set. Fiend Smith. Lurie, Pinguicula. Oh, hello. If a monster's more than one owned by your opponent is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect outside of the damage step, you can attach one of those monsters to this card as material. Actually, thank you. I'd be more than happy to take that. Okay, so Punk Fiendsmith. E-Telly for Xiamen. Second E-Telly for the second Xiamen. Blessing Reborn Camellia. Camellia toss out Cricket. Xiamen for Foxy Tune. Gossip Shadow. Camellia, Reborn Cricket. Foxy Tune. Cricket Tribute. Gossip Shadow. Change the effect so that both players draw one. And I believe the send was... Oh, Fiendsmith Engraver. Wow, okay. Punk Fiendsmith. Interesting. For the sake of Xiamen, Floodgate Xiamen, courtesy of Rafflesia. Ooh, Spice. XZ Armor Fortress. Cricket. Maxi. Comeback. Armor Fortress. Getting full armor XZ. And apparently the maxi top deck happens to be Doug Charger. That's crazy work. So Punk, Fiendsmith, Goblin Biker. Talk about literally have no direction on how to stop any of the three though, but that's insane. Doug Charger. Yo! Royal Rare Grand Entrance. Crazy artwork. Grand Entrance. Getting Mean Merciless. Mean Merciless is the name, right? Yep, it is. Mean Merciless indeed. Quite the fantastic artwork. Oh, and would you look at that? Mean Merciless, as I did not notice in the artwork all this time, Goblin Chick. Xyz Shoken into Big Gabunga, getting Clattersploder. Yeah, Clattersploder's the card. Grand Entrance, Banish. Detach from my Pinguicula, Big Gabunga, Absorb Rafflesia. And I believe the real normal was... Want to make sure. Okay, real normal was Clattersploder. Unless if I truly missed something on a... Yeah, real normal was Clattersploder. And then Engraver... what you call Return Lurie to Special, Fiendsmith Sequence, Sequence over Cricket, Big Gabunga over Camellia, Exceed Armor over Vernusylph, and one set. Big Gabunga +1. Pinguicula go up into Drill Driver. And then Punk, Fiendsmith, Goblin Biker scooped. Also, I really love it how the Duelist's account name is Numeron King, yet plays Punk, Fiendsmith, Goblin Biker. Weird. And this next matchup with this hand, absolutely fantastic. Real normal Camellia, toss out Cricket, Vernusylph Rabbit, discard, yet get the shoot back to hand, Reborn Cricket, Synchro into Naturia Beast, Cricket comeback, set 2, and pass. Duster, Beast, Arachnocampa, Vernusylph, Milled, negate the Shoy, Primite, Ether Barrel, set Lorely flip it up, Beast, milling off Blessing and Time Space Trap Hole, negate the Shoy, set 2, Sacred Tree, Tribute Cricket for Dionea, reset, Time Space, and pass. Tribute Beast for Bamboo Shoot. Simplified game state. And then Primite scooped. And last but not least, with this hand, Beyond Beautiful, Real Normal Ether Barrel, straight up set, Lorely, getting Drill Beam, Illusion, Okay, so Primite Dark Magician. Makes sense. Full Bloom, Real Normal Mantis, Drill Beam, Negate and Banish, Vernusylph Duck, discard Cricket, Lancia. I think we don't care much. Let's see, Flourishing Hills, getting Flower Buds. Oh, no! Now I totally do care about the threat of Lancia now. Oh no! I overlooked Lancia so bad. Well, at this rate, that pretty much means we cannot E-Telly Vera off from the field spell courtesy of Artifact Lancia. The case is, during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can tribute this card from your hand or face-up field. No one can banish cards for the rest of this turn, as in not once a turn. Crazy work. Reborn, Vernusylph Rabbit, Kickback Dark Magician, Cricket, E-Telly Fortune Naturia, Camellia Toss Out Tree to get Blessing, Synchro into HTS Sihemith because apparently we can't outright banish it off from Sihemith, but Blessing, Reborn, Camellia, and 2-set. Drill Beam reset. Timaeus. For the Sorcerer, aka Dark Dragoon, Camellia and Cricket. Cricket comeback. Camellia bring back Sunnyflower. Sorcerer, Sunnyflower, mill off Camellia and Blessing. Sorcerer, discard Drill Beam, or Roar actually, excuse me. Sunnyflower tribute itself and Camellia. So Sunnyflower able to negate the Sorcerer twice and Full Bloom. Return Rabbit and Lorely Load, Cricket Tribute, E-Telly Fortune Naturia being Horn Needle and Sunnyflower, Lorely Load for Ether Barrel. Okay, two things in mind. A, good thing we didn't outright attack off from the last turn, and B, the worst part is, Sorcerer, aka Dark Dragoon, still loses to HTS Sihemith. The context is, after damage calc, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that monster, also banish this card. MVP clutch status card. Shout out to you, Sihemith. Timaeus over Sunnyflower. Real Normal Ether Barrel. Straight up set the second Lorely Load. And pass. Tribute Horn Needle for Bamboo Shoot. Oh, hello? If your opponent normal summons a monster, you can banish this from grave, then target one normal monster you control or in your graveyard. Banish one monster from the field with less attack than that monster. You know, the worst part is, from the previous turn ago, I did not see that Sorcerer legit discarded this card just to make sure Roar is live in case something goes wrong. And of course, Primite Magician player played it at the right time. Big oof. Full Bloom. Banish Flower Bud, E-Telly's Vera. Take Timaeus as an Earth now. Take the damage and pass. Vera for Camellia. Ether Barrel to hand. Camellia. Drill Beam. Reveal Ether Barrel. Drill Beam on Vera. Smart call. Toss out Camellia or Tree to get Blessing. Second Lorely Load for the second Ether Barrel. Or the third copy, I should say, because one from Graveyard and the two from hand from earlier, for which he real almost won. So one on field, one in hand, and then the third Graveyard. Camellia, bring back Horn Needle, straight up set the third Lorely Load. Ether Barrel over Camellia. Lorely Load for Dark Magician. Drill Beam. Okay, so 3 Lorely Load and 2 Drill Beams. Real Normal Murmelio. Drill Beam. Reveal Ether Barrel. Blessing for Mole Cricket. Cricket. Tribute. E-Teleport to Naturia. Camellia toss out Tree to get Cricket. There's the Droll. Synchro into Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon. Kill off itself and Dark Magician. Vernusylph Rabbit. Discard Cricket. Bring back Flourishing Hills to hand. Reborn Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon. Spot removal Vein and Ether Barrel. And the 2 dragons lethal. So guys, that's gonna do it for Genesys, Vernusylph, Naturia, Traptrix, along with the changes and updates. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell so you can keep on constantly updating. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, and catch you all next time.